Kyrie and the Cavs might have some competition in the East. The Celtics just 3 games back in the standings, and there's all this trade talk. Meanwhile, the Cavs are back in action on Thursday, hosting the Knicks. That was our Mark Spears from The Undefeated reporting. Tony, speaking of the Knicks, Kyrie and the Cavs might have some competition in the East. The Celtics just 3 games back in the standings, and there's all this trade talk. Meanwhile, the Cavs are back in action on Thursday, hosting the Knicks. That was our Mark Spears from The Undefeated reporting. Tony, speaking of the Knicks, less than 48 hours after that, less than, I guess, maybe 24 hours after that trade, we're talking about the dirty details of it all. Not necessarily dirty. So you guys can help me understand this. I got Amino Hassan here, a front office insider, as well as George Sedano. Weigh in on that. Is that unusual to have two sides working against one another when a player doesn't want to be traded?
No. This is welcome to the NBA. This happens.
Part of it is, right? Like, we all joked at the beginning about Vladdy's lack of experience here, and clearly now he's showing us his...
Are potentially interested in Blake Griffin, perhaps Jimmy Butler. They followed Carmelo Anthony on Instagram. Isaiah...
You don't know how that goes.
You know what that means.
Isaiah's tweeting the eyes.
The emoji eyes. There are deals happening. So says the social media. Your thoughts on that?
Well, if you gave me the choice between those two guys, I think I'd rather... This is called... my first time at the rodeo.
Yeah.
Right? This is a dude, this is his first time having to handle these kind of issues.
Is this indicative of the franchise and the
fond memories,
excellence? Yeah,
you know.
Sure. Bring it back to his years of excellence.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony, in your gut feeling, and you are a front office insider, gets traded or no?
I say no.
Why?
I go-to is very short to begin with. And so within that strategy, the Knicks aren't going to get a good offer. He's under contract for another year. There's no rush to trade him right now. He's going to stay.
He's going to stay. Okay, remember these infamous words, and then cut to...
Carmelo Anthony traded to the Lakers.
All right, Amino Hassan will join us a little later on to talk more about the rumors and the NBA perspective. Thanks for joining us, friend.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Cari. No, our insider Tom Penn here with us. We're going to talk about the Cavs, though, because, Tom, they've been looking for help as they hope to once again be in the finals. What do you think are some areas where they have room and they can actually improve?
With Kyrie and Kevin Love, I mean, that threesome, and you look at the dollars they get, it's significant. The rest of this roster.
Yeah, we're going to dive into this a little bit deeper here with Brad Doherty. Now, Brad, the Pelicans traded for one of the best overall players in the NBA this season, and they didn't even have to trade Anthony Davis. So what does Cousins add to the Pelicans on the court?
Tony, the big thing is basketball team, and the sky's the limit. As you keep putting the pieces to the puzzle, add a veteran point guard here, add some depth there.
About this dynamic duo, I mean, on paper, it just seems beautiful, but, like, how are they going to play together?
Oh, that's the easy part.
Can make them actually have an impact in the Western Conference. So what other pieces are key for them to continue on that?
Yeah, like I said,
make the playoffs the way it is right now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. This is a playoff basketball team.
On January 11th, Carl Edwards shocked the NASCAR world with his sudden retirement. And just like in any other sport, when someone steps down, a teammate needs to step up. In this case, it was Daniel Suarez of Monterrey, Mexico, whose American dream and road to NASCAR began unlike any other. In this week's SC featured, Mauricio Pedrosa, he gives us an inside look to the first and only foreign-born driver to become a national series champion.